Okay, looks like we're live. We're live on TradingView and YouTube. So I'll wait just a little bit longer and then I will get started. All right, guys. So I will get started on my kind of weekly outlook on this week coming up. For anyone who joined me first time, I will go over the currency market, commodity, crypto, and equity. So I'll go over kind of what I look at for the week. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. Or if you have any pair or anything you want me to look at, I can look at it once I finish my list. So let's get started. Let's get started right here. So we'll start with currency or looking at dollar index. So as you guys know, the one that have been following me for a long time, I've been looking at kind of dollar strength for the last week or so. I do want to see strong momentum to come into the market to give me that kind of bullish bias on most of the dollar pairs. So last week I was already looking at potential buy opportunity if we do see some sort of breakout. So we do on a higher time frame, we know that price has already been falling pretty sharp to the downside. We haven't yet to see any type of pullback or correction yet thus far. We're approaching kind of the, we already passed like the daily kind of a double bottom potentially. And if we zoom out a little bit more, if we pass that price, there's really no other point until this point here. So there's a lot of room here. Based on my experience, I do expect some sort of a correctional happening or some sort of pullback to give a temporarily short-term bias on the buy on dollars. Okay, so that's what my view on dollars. I'm gonna go over a few dollar pairs now. So let's look at Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar on the higher time frame. We know that this is a strong impulse. I'm looking for a deeper correction to happen before the next buy. So if we zoom out, if we zoom in on the intraday charts, we're looking at this overall structure that we're seeing. Price is very corrective in the last bit of this price action here. I do like we had this strong kind of a bearish impulse from Friday last week. So I would expect some sort of correction to give me one more confirmation that we're going to get the next kind of a bearish run in the market. So anything happen here, if we get a correctional structure in here, or do we get a potential head and shoulder pattern here as well? I would like to see that happen before entering any of these dollar trades. So moving on to Kiwi Dollar. Kiwi Dollar, very similar structure like Aussie Dollar. If we look at higher time frame again, looking for a deeper correction to form here before the next opportunity to buy. So all these dollar pairs, again, short-term bias for me is strength in dollars. So we see on the intraday charts, we see that price has been in this kind of the ascending channel structure. Price has been going up very correctively. We do see these correction within the correction is signaling that there's a larger correction is a potential reversal sign that we will get potentially more bearish down opportunities. And last Friday, we do see a pretty strong impulse down on the lower time frame. So naturally, I'm just expecting some sort of correction to form here to give me that bias to short. If it doesn't do anything, if it bounces back once more, then simply just sit on the sideline and wait for other opportunities. Moving to euro dollar. So euro dollar, if we zoom out again daily, we did have this massive push to the upside. Uh, I was looking for some sort of potential short opportunity if we get this daily double top here. Nothing has happened here on the lower time frame in terms of price action. So now price all the way shoots up now, and if we zoom out, same thing as dollar index, we're looking at potential double top, meaning dollar index would be double bottom. So we look into the intraday charts, we zoom in a little bit more. We do see this pretty strong bull move to the upside. and now price has been slowing down. It's forming some sort of structure here. You do see price is pretty exhausted after just a strong move to the upside and quickly retrace back down. So what I want to see, just like every other dollar pairs, I want to see correctional structures. I want to see something to happen here. So there could be a potential head and shoulder pattern I'm seeing. This could be the right shoulder developing, or simply price just breaks out of this structure and then wait for the first kind of continuation structure for the sell. So that's euro dollar going to pound dollar. So pound dollar, we zoom out a little bit. I was already, when it's top of this structure, I already saying look for a sell setup because prices are approaching this overall kind of a channel structure. And even though price breaks up, how it's going up is very important because we go down to the lower time frame, we do see price did break up that channel structure, but it's moving up in a very correctional uh, fashion that it's forming kind of ascending channel formation as well. Okay, so if we zoom out on the higher time frame, we do see a potential daily double top as well that's forming here. This is just right before the COVID drop. So it's in that area. We do see that massive drop. We see a correctional happening. The price did manage to get pushed up to that area again. And structurally, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that next down move, okay, to correct this whole stage. So how am I looking to capitalize this? Well, you want more confirmation. So going to the 1 hour, uh, either price breaks out of this ascending channel structure now and wait for a correction to sell, or a price get pushed up one more time and quickly trace back down, then look for the next correction to buy to sell as well. That's how I'd be looking to take opportunity on pound dollar. Also, these dollar pairs looking very good. I do think pound dollar is probably one of my favorite one. Also, I think dollar CAD is looking pretty good. I'll go over that quickly as well. So overall, we do see this as a potential double pump. We zoom in a little bit, we see that this could be a falling wedge or a descending kind of channel structure, so a reversal type of price action. We go into the 1 hour chart, we do see a strong kind of bullish breakout, and now it's in forming a continuation correction. So if this breaks out, and which I do think there's a high probability that it will do, then we can expect price to get pushed up to somewhere in this general region because we zoom out a little bit longer, going to the higher time frame. We know that this impulse is very strong and sharp, that we need a correctional stage to correct that move before the next down move. So long-term wise, I still think dollar are weak, but we expect all these pullbacks to happening this week or next to correct this, to form a larger correction for this move, and then we're still expecting more down move from dollar CAD in the long run. So that's dollar CAD. Okay, so that's all the dollar ones I think is looking pretty good for this week coming up. Okay, so I'll go over other pairs now. So I'll go over a little bit quicker because most of these analyses are on my post. So if you ever want to find out a little bit deeper, feel free to check them out. So Aussie CAD double top on the daily time frame. Sorry, price is moving so correctly move up in this kind of ascending channel. So very likely we can see a reversal kind of price action. So looking at this channel structure, if we go on to 1 hour, last week I was already looking for a short down here. Managed to get out of here with a little bit of profit because of this descending channel that's forming. So price then quickly moved up and down, breaking this double top on the recent time frame, and then just barely touching that channel before the really sharp move down. So this is all very good indication that we're going to likely get another correction here, and then I'll be looking for the sell, or look for a breakout and then look for continuation sell as well. So that's Aussie CAD. Very straightforward. Going to Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss last week, I already made a post about selling out of this correctional stage. We know that price action. This is the strong impulse. We're followed by a correction, and we're looking for the next impulse. So naturally, once this correction is forming, I mentioned look for a sell opportunity, and now this could be another sell opportunity here if it completes like this. So look for a sell down to the lows here. So moving on to EuroCAD. EuroCAD again, I think this is Also a very good setup for me. If we look at the higher time frame, this is a potentially double top that we're seeing on the daily time frame. And we're going to the intraday charts. Originally, I was looking for a sell opportunity here. There was a sell setup right here. Uh, Again, price didn't break above this low, quickly retraced back up. And then once price became forming this correctional structure, wasn't interested in the sell anymore. And then especially when it built a continuation correction to push the price up. So, but now I see this as a ascending kind of channel formation. I do like that double top on the higher time frame. I do like this intraday lower time frame sharp impulse down. Okay, so I'll be really key to see what happened here. Is it going to form a correctional structure here, or is it going to break out and form correctional structure to go down? Either way, I will be looking to take on a couple of these cat pairs as well. I do see it has very good potential for further downside move. So Kiwi cat is another cat I'm going to go over. Higher time frame. We know that it's in this daily double top potential area. We know price is already consolidating here for many days now. Also a very good indication of a potential bearish momentum. Higher time frame, we're also in this kind of a channel structure on the higher time frame as well. And price is really at this top of this correction. And we're seeing really slowing down of the price action here as well. So this is all very good indication of a potential sell. As you know, I've been looking for a sell here from the top every single time when price gets pushed up. First sell was here, second sell was here. Price did always get pushed down, but it didn't get pushed out of this overall structure. Uh, didn't think the momentum is enough, but this time again, breaking this recent double top and quickly crash down. And then this really strong impulse, if we can get some sort of correction here, I do think this is very good sell setup as well. So like I said, these cat pairs, I do expect most of them will play out this way, and I will look to capitalize them. Going to Kiwi Swiss. Kiwi Swiss, as you guys know, been following me, I've been selling since the top here. We do see this price break out of the structure, which is very good as well. So now I'll be naturally looking for continuation. This is how I always look for extra setup, is that once I know this correctional, this larger correctional is finished, and we see price breakdown now. So naturally look for a smaller correction on the lower time frame to give you that next sell opportunity to bring the price lower. So look for a sell setup here. Yeah, I do see this is a pretty good potential. Look for a opportunity to bring down the price even further, at least to the lows here. Okay, last one in terms of currency, I'll go over pound Swiss. So pound Swiss, let's look at the overall kind of price structure. I do like this strong impulse. I do like this correctional structure, kind of a channel structure that's forming. And last bit of price action, again, if we go to the 1 hour, I do like this ascending channel as well. So really just structures within structures, which is ideally for me to add confluence on top. And what I want to see now, final piece of the puzzle, go down to the lower time frame. Um, I do want to see a breakout. I do want to see a breakout from this ascending channel, and then a correctional structure will be forming here to take the price lower, and then that would be a pretty good trade down to at least the lows of the structure. I think that's definitely has room for that. Okay, so that is pound Swiss. So I think that is all the currency pair I'm looking at least for this week coming up. Okay, so I will go start looking at commodities now. So looking at commodities, I only have a couple on watch. Sugar was one of them. Sugar, as we know, I've been looking for a buy when I know that this structure is a continuation structure for this move along. So now we do see price broke up, which is very good, which is give us that validation. Now what do I do? Well, like always, when price breaks out certain larger structure, wait for a continuation correction, right? Even just a small one on a lower time frame, 1 hour, half an hour, 15 minutes, look for a continuation correction because that is going to give us the buy opportunities. Okay, I was not involved in this buy opportunity, but I will be looking for a buy somewhere here now. Do like the price action, so look for some sort of development here. Don't rush into the trade because price can easily retrace back down into this pattern and then maybe tag the lows one here again before the move up. So look for a continuation to uh, give you that confirmation. So let's look at oil. Oil is also looking pretty good. So let's look at oil. So oil on the higher time frame, we do see that price is really in the structural area now. Okay, I do like price has been slowing down overall. I do like the price break out of the structure, which is a pretty impulsive move. And if we go down to the 1 hour chart, are we going to see a correctional structure to form here? I do think this is a very valid kind of my setup. Is we do see a breakout structure and then look for that lower time frame continuation. Uh, Definitely see this as a short-term kind of trade. Looking to see what the price would do at this low here and reevaluate based on that. Because ultimately, if we go to the higher time frame, this is already on a higher time frame. We know that price has been going up since that kind of that the April May kind of time when we dropped to the zero time, right? So expect price to have some sort of correction because I don't expect this to start going up like this. Probably form a deeper correctional structure or something like that before the next move up. So that's oil. And that is pretty much all the commodities I'm looking at. Okay, so let me kind of go look at equities now. So before equities, I'll look at a few indices. Indices, I'll go over the ones that I talked about for last week or the week before. So Aussie 200, again, we talk about this. We talk about this is that channel structure, a correction from this impulse. Now we're going to get another impulse down to the lows here. Uh, German 30, this is the kind of ascending channel formation. We do see price breakdown. So naturally, if there's a correctional structure here, I do expect price to continue lower. Euro 50, same idea. This could be that double top that I broke, ascending channel. Broke out the ascending channel. I talked about this as a correction, I think it was last week. So price did manage to break down. So look for more continuation. I do see price going to this low as a minimum. And France 40, same thing. Same thing with Euro 50 and German 30. We're gonna have pretty similar price action, right? Impulse, correctional structure, breakout structure. So look for that continuation. Continuation happened, we drop down, so look for more continuation. Japan 225, same idea, impulse, correctional structure, breakout. Now this is probably going to form a correctional structure here, and then we can look for the next sell. UK 100, price already broke out the structure, so look for the next structure, next continuation correction. Over here could be classified one. I personally, when we zoom in a little bit, I think it's a little bit premature on this. I don't see a structure here. But I do expect if we go to the 1 hour, I do expect somewhere to form here. Then this will be a valid kind of correction if we do get that development here. And if we zoom out a little bit, since we already break the low and we're breaking out pretty impulsively, so the next low will be right here. So we still have lots of room for this trade right here if we do get that set up. Okay, and those are the usually non-US indices. The ones that are in US a little bit slower. I think I talked about Russell 200, 2000 last couple of weeks. We do see a breakout, and now it's just forming a little bit more complicated correction. But I do still see the bearish move in this if we get the right correction and if we get the right momentum as well. US 30, same idea. Reason double top. I mentioned look for a sell out of this correction right here. We do get a sell and we're moving pretty correctively as well. So this still have a chance to go down, but it could go up as well, tagging the top here, tagging the top of the channel and still go down. So they're a little bit low stubborn than compared to really the Euro ones and the Asian ones that we just went over. VIX, same thing. Still in this kind of I would say correctional structure. Still in this kind of a channel or a falling wedge, so to speak, structure. Until I see the breakout, I'm not looking to enter. I want to see a complete breakout followed by a correction. Otherwise, it's going to do its correctional thing in here, and I'm not looking to buy or sell in this spot right here. Okay, so I'll go into the few equities I'm looking at. Let me look at a few equities here. ACB, I'm looking for this as a long-term kind of approach. We know that price has been falling ever since, right? We're falling massively. But I do like this previous price action. I do like this correctional reversal structure. We do get a price push up here, and then now it's forming another correctional structure. So I do expect price to get pushed up if we do see a strong bullish impulse, and a correction to take it up would be ideal, at least to the top here. Okay, so that would be the trade I'll be looking for. But for now, let's just keep on the sideline until you see a breakout. Moving on to Johnson & Johnson. I've been following this for a few weeks now already. Looking for the buy out of this correctional structure. We do see that. And is it forming a continuation correction? It potentially is. So look for the next buy. Look for the next buy to the up, at least to the recent top, which is all-time top actually. So still got room to the upside. So look for this trade in the upcoming week. Going to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, I've been looking for Coca-Cola buy as well. I've been looking for a buy opportunity since the lows here. So price is correctly moving up. It does retrace back a little bit. Do think this could be a correctional structure and continue to push the price up. Once the price reach here, so be careful to see if we're going to get a reversal structure to bring it down, or are we going to totally upside and look to capitalize as well. Mastercard, same idea. We have this bullish impulse followed by a correctional structure. Now we do see price breakout, and actually I'm looking for the next lower time frame continuation. So it looks like it's developing there. So let's see what will happen in this upcoming days. Are we going to see a breakout and look for the buy to the top? I'm going to look at Nike. Nike, same idea as a bullish opportunities. We do see the strong impulse, and we do see a correctional structure. So looks like it's looking to break out. So if we go into the lower time frame, we do see a potential breakout opportunity if we see that with upcoming New York sessions. Then if we zoom out, a really good kind of a target would be the recent top. You see this trade potential happening if we see the breakout, and that's really the all-time high. So if we get a strong impulse, then expect price to continue. And I do want to see this play out for the long run as well. Last one I'm looking at is Pepsi. Pepsi, I do like the structure overall. Price is reaching this top now, but should be careful because this is kind of very correctional move. Wouldn't be surprised if we get pushed down once more, and then the next buy happening from this way up. So for now, keep an eye on it and going to the 1 hour. If we do get the breakout, this looks pretty bullish. Yes, looks like a potential flag. If we get this breakout, then complete breakout followed by a correctional structure. Again, looking for the recent top as a target. Okay, so that's Pepsi. So that's pretty much all the equity I'm looking at. I'm going to go to crypto now. So crypto, I think over the weekend there was a lot of volatile movement. So I'll kind of go over the ones that I was in or I'm still in, and the ones that are not in anymore due to kind of the spread or the strong kind of volatility in the market as well. Okay, so Cardano looking for a buy when we break out this structure. However, it never really gave me really a good correctional structure here. And then we do see price is still indecisive once it broke out. But I do think this could be a correctional structure. Okay, so I still keen for a buy. I still see this as the potential buy as well. It's just taking a little bit longer to form a correctional structure. So Bitcoin Cash, this is what I was saying. If we go onto a higher time frame, I was looking for a buy from the lows here already. We do see a price breakout. Once breakout, I was saying look for a buy potential now, right? This was a very corrective, very good structure to buy. I was actually looking to buy up here. When price shoot up like this, then obviously you want to move yourself to break even. So when price breaks down, then tagging you out for a break even, no problem. and look for the next opportunity. I still think from the higher time frame wise, this move is still very bullish. Okay, yes, today we have this strong kind of volatility in all the crypto, but overall, I do think this is just from spread or from some sort of movement in the market. But overall, structurally, I still think this could be a further upside. So look for the next opportunity, right? We get tagged out, that's no problem, but look for the next buy if the price continue to go up. Same thing as Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, if we zoom out, I was really looking for a buy from the bottom up here. Okay, so from 1 hour, I'm looking for a buy from all the way down here. And then once it breaks, it's a type of structure. Now I said look for a continuation structure. This is a very continuation structure and look for the buy when it breaks up. I do think this trade is very valid as well. We just get that volatility in the market and the price is where it is. It's a little bit indecisive right now after that. So be on the sideline for now, I would think. I do still think overall bullish momentum is still there. We just want to see when the market reopens for typical equity markets, New York session, London session. Are we going to get more volatility in crypto? And we can go from there. So Dash, I was looking for the buy from here. Did manage to get the buy. If we zoom out, my first potential target is just all the way top, right? So again, price massively shoot up, then obviously you want to move your stop loss to some profits, and then when price crash down, then take you off for profit. That's no problem. But like I keep saying, higher time frame. Are we not seeing this as the bullish impulse? This is a correction. This is the next impulse, then just going to take another correction to push the price up. That is how I see. So this little one candle or that volatility doesn't matter if we're going to get another continuation to push the price up. Okay, so that's Dash. Let's go to EOS. Same thing. EOS looking for the buy out of the structure, right? Same thing. All these crypto are looking the same. Impulse, correctional structure, another impulse. Then look for another correctional structure to push the price up. Okay. Go to Ethereum. So Ethereum was already looking for a buy all the way down here, and this was the second buy opportunity, in my opinion, that was valid as well. So what do we do now? Well, again, price push up. And then if we look at the higher time frame, we already broke this kind of a really like the reason double top that can happen. Like, and it breaks out pretty impulsively, right? So naturally, look for another continuation. Okay. Yes, we do see price volatility move down, likely to take out a lot of people in their position, but that is how the market moves, right? Crypto is very volatile. That tends to happen when everybody's buying crypto. You gotta have to understand that everybody's buying crypto now because it's moving. So naturally, there's a lot of movement in the market. There's a lot of volatility in the market as well. People are buying, buying, buying. They're gonna get stopped out because of this, and then price is gonna tag out their position and then still go up. So uh, look for the next buy opportunity, guys. That's why we'll see it. This is just not gonna stop people from buying into it. It will take out temporarily on a lot of traders' money, but higher time frame wise, still going up. Okay, so let's move on. Moving on to Link. Link I did post here as well, looking for this correction, and I did not get in this personally, but same idea. If I would have get in and the price goes up, I'd like to set it to break even as well, and then this will take me off for break even. So, but higher time frame, are we still see the same thing? Yeah, I still see this move happening. I still see potential correction to form here, and then take the next move. Moving on to Ripple. So Ripple, very same idea, all the crypto crash, but hey, no biggie, right? Let's look at the higher time frame. Right, higher time frame. This is just a short-term bearish move. I mean, short-term bull move that I did the analysis on. Price did shoot up now, and then if it's going to form continuation here, perfect. Because if we know if we go on to the higher time frame, where are we on the higher time frame? We're at the bottom, right? We zoom out here. Look how much space we have for the upside. We do get price push out of this correction. Perfect, right? This is a typical impulse correction, impulse. So naturally expect the next correction to form here and then push the price up. We got so much room to the upside, so don't miss this opportunity. Okay, don't let one candle or one day of volatility in the market, to stop you from entering potential setup. Because to me, this is very, very clean. Okay, a lot of these crypto for the buyer are looking so clean. Obviously, I won't be able to execute all of them, but I will pick the ones that are going to give me the most risk reward and holding it for long term. Okay, so that is Ripple. Okay, so that pretty much concludes most of the pairs I'm looking at for this week. And for currency, like I said, I do have those dollar pairs on watch. I have a few cat pairs on watch that's looking good as well. So I'll be keen to see what will happen then. And feel free to ask me a question, guys, or comment as you do. And I will chat with you guys next time. Thank you.